Hi everybody. Today we will discuss about HTTP interceptors. So HTTP interceptors which is useful for to configure each and every HTTP request or HTTP response. So right now I am having the headers and params response and observe of this HTTP GET request. But some situation in my entire web application I wanted to add the static data to each and every HTTP GET request. So you can't add that static data to the each and every HTTP get request. So we have to prepare the one centralized location. So in that centralized location we have to configure this kind of setup. So that centralized location is nothing but HTTP interceptors. Okay, now I am creating the HTTP interceptors, and I wanted to add this. As per now I am going to add these headers for each and every request. So as per now, see here, HTTP request technology Angular is for, as per now it's for the only HTTP GET request. Okay, if you see post request, it doesn't have that kind of header section, and update also it doesn't have that kind of header section, and the delete also it doesn't have the that section. Not only for this operation of this customer component, if you wanted to add different components with the same header section, you can add in the HTTP interceptors. So for creating the HTTP interceptor, you have to use the HTTP interceptors keyword from the npm. Let me say that is the custom HTTP. So once we have added the HTTP interceptors, make sure that you have to register this interceptor in the module.ts file. So module.ts file here. So whatever you are added this interceptors, you should register here. So like how we have done the error handler, right? The same way. Because of once our application is getting loaded, it needs to be identified. This is interceptor, right? So what is the interceptor right now? That is a custom HTTP interceptor. Okay. In this way, you have to prepare custom HTTP interceptor should be imported from the custom HTTP interceptor TS file. Okay. Now, second step is completed. The first step is I have created the custom HTTP interceptor. The second step I have registered that. So once you register that, make sure that it should be multi-true, because of you should be create into the multiple instances, right? So that's the reason you will make sure that multi-true. Otherwise, you will get the exception in the runtime. Okay. Go to HTTP interceptors, custom HTTP interceptors. Come here, and here you have to add your own headers. Once you add the headers in this section, so that header should be available each and every HTTP request. Okay. So add one HTTP header here, and get so suppose if you see here, once you open here, the intercept is it's having the default method of the HTTP interceptor. This is the interface. Okay, this interface should be imported from the Angular common HTTP. So once you open this file, you see here intercept method. Right? It should be method under the HTTP interceptors. Okay, this is the interface. So it is accepting the two parameters. Right? The request is nothing but here the API. Okay, which is API in the sense whatever I'm getting the this request, right? This request nothing but API. Sorry, this one. So this is nothing but the request. Not only get request, you can say post, put, and delete operation, which everything is the request only. So next, which is useful for to handle the request. Suppose in case if you modify the request, so you have to return that modified request, right? So for that you have to use the HTTP handler. Okay, here observable HTTP event unknown is the you can give a return type is any here. Okay, now come to here. So let me add the, suppose if you see the what are the properties under the request, see request dot, so whatever properties here, headers, methods, params, these are also properties for the API also, right? The same parameters here. Okay, so by using the clone you can add the your own headers or params or anything, response type or okay, so these kind of things you can add by the clone. So by using the clone, you can add your own HTTP headers or params. Okay, and not only that, you can add the response type also. Right now I am adding the HTTP headers here. So create the one local variable here. Start headers. So whatever the API content that headers, that headers this one. And let me add some customized header for this request headers. Request headers. So for adding that, we have to append, right? Request headers dot append. So if you append this one, you can add your own header section. So as per now, I am writing the user token here, and remove here. Okay, I wanted to add this user token for each and every HTTP request. So go to custom service. So here, so as per now, remove the HTTP headers and HTTP params also. I wanted to configure from the interceptors, and this also should be empty. Make sure this is also comment. So remove this also. Response type JSON and observe events also. So I wanted to write this each and everything from the HTTP interceptors. Okay. Now, so it seems that right now I don't have the any header section, right? So now my API don't have the anything. The get API don't have the any header and params. So I am configure from here. Okay. Now, so once you are cloning on that, so you have to give this request headers to the header section area. So headers request headers. Okay. Now, once this is completed, once you are handling this request, so which request you wanted to handle here? So you wanted to handle what was the update request, right? So as for now, so you have to give the update request for HTTP handler. So constant update. So we have to give the update request to the HTTP handler. So then only it can give the proper output to the outside of this application. So then only it can give the proper output to the next area. So now this is completed. Let me show you what is the. So not only that, if you wanted to add the one more request header, you can add the one more request order also. So I wanted to add one more request here. User token here. Let me say that content type. I wanted to add the application JSON. Application JSON for the request. So see here, user token and content type. I have added the each and every request. So request is nothing but this one. So whatever is triggered from this service, that is the request here. Okay. So once the request is happened, then only I can send the data to the what happened. I can send the data to the API. So still see, once you are this request, right, what will happen, right? So automatically it will come to here before it's going to be connected to the web server. Okay, so it's coming to that request is coming to here, and here I am preparing the configuration, extra configuration. So this is the request is for each and every request. Okay, interceptors here interceptor is here. What is the use of the interceptor? It can handle any kind of the request. Okay, now so if you see the customer dot service, if you watch that, I don't have the any header and params of the I don't have the any headers. Okay, remove the header section from here also, because of I am preparing the HTTP header from the interceptor. So update customer I don't have, delete customer I don't have, and create customer I don't have headers, and even if you see the get customers, it doesn't have the any HTTP headers, right? So let me save here entirely. Now save all and before that, let me see the get customers component. What is the subscribe? What is the data under the subscribe method? See here, response data. It should be response data. It should not be the response dot body dot data. Okay, right now observe, I have removed the observe in the customer service. Okay, so earlier observe is response. If I remove the observe response, what will happen? But default, my response it will take as the body only. So if you take, my response is the body, then that data should be the response data. Okay. Now if you see each and every request here, refresh. So network, see customers, go to customers, and under the request header section, you can see the content type application JSON and the user token. So these tokens, these two activities I am handling from the interceptors. Not only that, if you try to create the record, so try to create the new record also. So create and create new record, where it is. So create. So once you create a new record, see new record also, it can contain the same header section. See user token is this one, and even content type here. What is the content type? Application JSON. So these two I am added to the from the interceptors. Not only that, update also. Okay, I am updating the record again. So let me clear this cache. So update and click the update button. See here, go to here and see the header section. User token, you are seeing the header user token, right? Why it is, because why it is happened each and every request? Because I have added this into the HTTP interceptor. So HTTP interceptor, it will take care each and every request from the service, customer service, and it is adding the header section, and then it is passing this API to the web server. Okay, that is happening here. So what is happening right now? I am doing the request. Okay, even not from the request, once you are getting the response from the web server, so not only for handling the request here, once you are getting the response from the web server, you can modify that response and you can give that response data, that responsive data to the subscribe method. So what will happen once you are getting this update request, automatically what is happening, right? So it's went to the subscribe and it is doing the his work. Okay, now, but before I am supplying the data to the get customers the component this subscribe method, I can do the modification to here also. Okay, here also, where is that interceptor? So I can modify this data. Not only the modify data, if you wanted to see here, you are getting the exception once you are added the wrong API, okay, from the service. So that situation, so earlier video we have discussed how to handle the global exception, right? The same thing you can do by using the HTTP interceptor also. Okay, we can do, see, anyway it is giving to the response from the web server. So in case this response, okay, this response which is from the web server, okay, in case that is giving to the error to me, how to handle that error, how to handle the any kind of the exception from any kind of the API. So how to handle that? So we will see that into the next video. Please watch that.